Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, just getting myself together. Spirit is on me. I just wanted to throw up another little quick impromptu. As you see the title, right? Woe, I believe I put up Woe to the Fake Leaders. All right, because right now, you be online looking at different stuff, and you got all kind of people claiming to be the leaders or the prophets or the priests or the pastors of Israel, the leaders, the spiritual leaders of Israel. Right? Like out in the world, right? You got these so-called, as we affectionately call them in the churches out there, the pork chop preachers, as we always used to call them. People like Creflo Dollar, right? People like Reverend Price, people like, I don't know some of the new so-called top preachers out there, but you got a whole bunch of them. You even got Esau, so-called Edomites out there, not so-called Edomites, Edomites, out there preaching, right? Evangelical preachers, right? Then you got guys like Farrakhan, Louis Farrakhan. When that dude speak, he's a true deceiver. Like Farrakhan, right? And he's still going strong. He's still talking shit. When he speaks, right, if you don't know any better, if the spirit ain't with you, you really believe that he's a man of the Lord. Because he got that platform and thousands of people following him, and that's right, and his voice, and he sounds so convincing, right? Then you got guys amongst Israel, and the so-called in the truth. I say so-called in the truth, right? You got guys in Israel, guys like Nate, right? See, Nate is like another Farrakhan. Like, he speaks all eloquent. And, they got the palatial building and the church, and he sits up there, and Nate is wicked because he knows the scriptures. He kind of knows the scripture. Just like Farrakhan, he knows how to manipulate the scriptures to use the scriptures to make people believe that what he's saying is right, what he's telling you is right. You see what I'm saying? You got General Yohana. He's just a character. He just puts on a performance. He comes more with that militant type stuff, but the people in that type of mind frame levitate more than him. That's right. We're gonna kill these crackers, and we're gonna get them. And you white people, and you black. And they got the garments, the fancy garments. You see what I'm saying? These so-called leaders, and you got these other guys, the Sakari guys. In other words, gimmicks. Then you got other knuckleheads out here running Fopi and all these all these different Israelite groups, GOCC, they come with a gimmick, right? You see what I'm saying? Everybody comes with gimmicks, man. Like Apostle Gabar was saying, right? You see what I'm saying? And that's why people levitate to that. But each and every last one of them different groups, going to all the Israelite groups and the so-called niggas in the world like Farrakhan and all these preachers, and all these so-called other Muslim leaders and stuff like that, they all teaching different doctrines, and what it's doing, that's why the Israel on a whole is all fucked up and scattered. Israel's all confused because you got one Israelite somewhere saying that he's a Muslim. Then you got another Israelite somewhere saying, well, no, I'm a Christian and I serve Jesus, right? Then you got other Israelites, they just out there, straight up street niggas. Then you got other Israelites that saying they atheists. Then you got guys amongst Israel and the truth. One guy's teaching, you got them Israelite groups out there that they don't believe in the New Testament. So we only deal with the Old Testament, right? Then you got other Israelite groups out there teaching you that about the Lord's name don't matter. You can call him Christ, play yogit, right? Then you got some guys teaching that the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip. You see all these different doctrines. Then you got other Israelite groups teaching that Esau could be saved. You see what I'm saying? All this confusion. And that scatters everybody. That's why Israel on a whole is in disarray. But you know what? Overall, it's the Most High who's doing it, because right now the Lord don't want all Israel. He only wants the elect of Israel. But when the time comes, the Most High himself, by way of Yahweh Shai, he's going to be the one to bring all Israel together. You got these guys saying, yeah, we got to, oh, yeah, some of y'all just pushing, we got to wake up Israel. Like y'all trying to take the power out of the Most High's hand. Y'all, you niggas, you somehow, look, man, we got to teach hard. If we teach and we get out there amongst the people, then they'll wake up. You know what, man? That's an old mentality, man. Years ago, back in the days, 30 years ago, I was in that guy Yashawan's camp in New York in One West, and we used to go out speaking every day. That was the so-called Sons of Thunder camp, right? You guys talking about SOT, Sons of Thunder. I was in the original Sons of Thunder camp, the Brooklyn camp. Yashawan and Barack were over that camp. I was one of the original members of that camp. Okay, with certain other guys. You Johnny come lately guys talking about some SOT. I was in the SOT camp, Sons of Thunder. Because back then, in One West, you had the different camps, but they, see the gimmicks. Each camp, they came up with a thing. Each camp should have a camp name. So Yashawan's camp, which was the Brooklyn camp, it was known as the Sons of Thunder. Then you had the other camp. I remember that camp, Aria Allah, the original Aria Allah, the Gadite, tall Gadite brother with the long hair. The original Aria Allah. He was over the 42nd Street camp. That was called Mount Zion camp. Then I forget some of the other names, but each camp had a name. That's where that came from. One West, the old One West thing. Each camp had to have their own personal camp name. Like it was some type of, like it was WWE wrestling or something. Like each wrestler, when they came in, Vince McMahon, look, you got to have a colorful name or a gimmick. Like Apostle Gabar said, look, man, we already got a name. The Lord gave us a name. We're the Israelites, right? Children of Israel. That's the name, okay? You see what I'm saying? But anyways, man, all these different guys amongst Israel are pushing out all these different doctrines. But there's only one doctrine. But like I said, Yashawan, that guy, years ago, we used to go out speaking every day. Every day we was like, we got to speak every day. We got to wake Israel up. Because the sooner we wake Israel up, then Yahweh Shai, the Lord going to come. Like, and by us, by our works, by our doing. Like, in other words, if we teach harder, right? First of all, we teaching hard. We go hard. But we doing that just to be diligent, because that's what the scriptures say. We're supposed to be on fire, fervent for this truth. That's why we teach hard. See, us, we ain't doing all these videos and going hard because, brother, we got to wake up Israel. We ain't trying to wake up Israel. We're trying to wake up the elect of Israel, but we ain't doing shit. The Lord is waking them up. But the Lord told us, hey, the scripture says, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. That's why we go hard, because we want to make it. The Lord is using us as a tool, and basically the elect are already sealed, man. But the Lord just going to pull them in at His time, and then Yahweh Shai will come back, man. All right. But let me read this. I'm just going to read one scripture, a few verses. We're in the book of Jeremiah. Okay. Excuse me. Jeremiah 23:1. All right. So, you brothers, listen up. Woe, y'all know in the Bible, woe means destruction. Okay. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shai. I just said it. I mentioned a few names, a few groups, okay, amongst Israel and in the world, right? All these pastors, right? All these different pastors are the leaders of the people, spiritual leaders or priests, right? The pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shai. That's right. These guys are telling you it's okay. One pastor telling you it's okay to take the jump shot. And when the RFID, when the mark of the beast come, they're going to tell you that that's not the mark of the beast. You can take it, okay? See what I'm saying? Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shai, all right, of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Yeah, y'all feeding the people, but you're feeding them GMO food, man. You're feeding them junk, which GMO food destroys your body. Ye have scattered my flock. That's right. All the different bullshit y'all teaching. And driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushai, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries whither I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their fields. Okay? And they shall be fruitful and increase. That's right. The Lord is going to gather Israel. How? By the deliverance. Yahushai coming back to call the elect. And he's going to set us up again in our own kingdom. Okay? And I will set up shepherds over them, which will feed them. Okay? And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushua. I'm going to read a little more. And that's those shepherds are talking about the elect. Primarily the 144,000. Starting with King David. Overall, and Yahushua is going to be over all. But that's the 144, the leaders. And the people are going to be filled with what? With righteousness. Because when the kingdom is set up, the Lord's going to set up the 144s, the leaders over the people. And Lord willing, I'll be of that number. They're going to administer righteousness to the people. The law's going to be set back up. That's when we're going to be keeping the law in the kingdom. Okay? Because we're going to be perfect. 5th verse, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushai, that I will raise up unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, okay, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. That's talking about Yahushai, straight up. That's talking about Yahushai. Why? Because Yahushai came out of the line of King David, okay? He came directly out of the line of King David. Why? Because Solomon was the son of David. And Yahushua is Solomon he was Solomon in the reincarnation. Okay? But as Solomon, he went off. But as Yahushua, he was righteous. And when Yahushua is about to come back, he's going to be the ultimate king. He's going to execute judgment. Why? He's going to destroy Esau. Okay? And he's going to raise up the elect of Israel to rule alongside him. And that's when everything is going to be righteous in the earth under the rulership of Yahushua. In his days, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And in this his name. They go name again. What name? What name? Yahushua. Okay. See, all things are under the name of Yahushua, man. That's why we got to glory and worship Yahushua. Whereby he shall be called the Lord, our righteousness. All right. Yahushua, man. Therefore, behold, okay, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, that they shall no more say, the Lord Yahweh Yahushua liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Yeah, that was the first deliverance. We celebrate the Passover, right? Which the Passover is coming up in about a month or so, right? That's going to be that's what we acknowledge every year, right? But the deliverance, that Passover is going to be put to the side, and we're going to celebrate the new Passover, the new deliverance out of the new land of Egypt. This deliverance out of America. We're gonna acknowledge that Passover. Okay, see, there's a set right there. So that old Passover is going to really be done away with, and we're going to acknowledge this deliverance, this Passover, when we were delivered out of this modern day Egypt. Okay, but the Lord Yahweh, while Yahushua liveth, which brought her up, okay, and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, okay, and from all the countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. I'll stop right there. That's right. It said from the north country. What's the north country? North America. That's talking about right here, Babylon, so-called North America. Okay. That's where the deliverance is. The main deliverance is going to take place here, because the main prophets of the Lord are here. But then it said from all the other countries. Yeah, because we got brothers in England, right? We got brothers in so-called Africa. We got brothers. If you are the elect, no matter what land you in, when the chariot come, you're going to get beamed up. The main deliverance is going to be here. But brothers, the brothers in England, we got brothers, I believe, in Holland, the brothers in Trinidad, brothers in Jamaica, okay, the brothers in South America, the brothers in Mexico, the brothers in Canada, from America, the North Country, and all the other countries, man. So that's talking about the deliverance, man. We're going to be saved, man. The Lord's going to save us of the hopeful elect, and we're going to dwell in our own land, which we're going to go back to Israel, our actual homeland, because that's going to get hit with the missiles. Okay? And those Amalekites that's there are going to be destroyed. But the elites, they're Amalek. We're going to grab them, and they're going to be the ones that build up Jerusalem again. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? So that's how that's going to go down. See, that's the proper doctrine. You brothers are being fed with organic food, man. But all you guys that's feeding the people with that GMO garbage, all the madness that y'all teaching, and you calling yourself leaders of Israel, profess so-called leaders of Israel, the Lord gonna destroy y'all, man. He said he gonna visit y'all, man. All you guys that's going off with y'all different wayward doctrines for filthy lucre's sake, for money, or just being wicked, evil niggas, man. Pretty soon the Lord said he's gonna visit upon you, man. All right? So with that, I'll come back with some more videos later. I say shalom.